What's going on, YouTube? I know it's been a while since I made a video. Whew. Stuff's been hectic, man. Been out of town, been working. You know how it goes. Life gets in the way. You don't get to have as much fun, it seems like sometimes. Pardon the mess. I had to change my camera angle right now because, I gotta, I don't know. Like it's a whole cluster around here. Got a smooth unboxing for you guys tonight. Got in a bunch of, they're keys. I don't know if they would be big keys, small keys. I don't know. It kind of depends on how you look at it. Started off though, I'll show you what I unboxed last week or the week before. Got a couple books in. I'll probably unbox some other stuff, but it is what it is. Finally got my Frankie's Comics Peach Momoko Ray cover. Unfortunately, the packing on it was kind of no bullshit. The packing was garbage. I love Frankie's Comics, don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing them at all because I love what they do for the community. But every time I ever receive anything from Frankie's Comics, they always send it FedEx. And for some ungodly reason, they send a Gemini shipper in like a gray plastic bag, USPS. And needless to say, it was damn near bent in half. Like I had huge creases along the spine. I tried to press it out. There's a couple color breaks, so needless to say, that one won't be getting sent off to CGC. But Frankie's also sent me on a totally separate order, and I got a Something's Killing the Children, but it wasn't anything like overly impressive. But I did get the Champion set, Champions 1, Miles Morales by Peach Momoko, also Frankie's Comics exclusive. They came minty, but they also came FedEx. FedEx seems to be a lot more reliable when it comes to shipping. They're a lot faster too. The box I'm about to get into, hold on a second, cut this heat down. This heat's thumping a little bit right now. Alright, I'll probably cut down a little bit of background noise too. I don't know what's going on with USPS, but your local postal service is probably the same as mine. It's backed up right now. But I connected with a guy on one of my Facebook groups. He's actually in multiple. His name's Joe. I think his last name's Lincoln. Yeah, Joe Lincoln. Super cool guy. We kind of chopped it up over some comic books. I don't know if we started off talking about omnibuses or what exactly we started the whole process on. And it came down to, I picked up a Young Avengers #1. And he was telling me that, he had a couple copies. And I was like, hey, are you interested in getting rid of one? I've been searching for this book for so long in a high grade. I wouldn't mind, diving in and getting a second copy, or hell, even a third for that matter. I think it's going to be a hot book. It is something I'm really specking hard on, which I think a lot of people are at this point. And he was, I don't know if he ended up saying that he would or wouldn't, but they had one at his local comic shop that he works at part-time. And I was like, okay, send me pictures. If they're up to par, I'll take it. Needless to say, they sold it before. He got to send me the pictures, but we started working on another deal, and they ended up selling it before we worked out the logistics on this package. But super cool guy, very knowledgeable, and I don't know what it is. I think it's because I came from the sneaker community that, like, the sneaker community is cutthroat as hell. If anybody out there collects sneakers, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of times, like, everybody's out to make a buck. It's not really community. The comic industry as a whole is the polar opposite. People will go out of their way to try to help you out. I'm not saying people aren't out to make a profit, because obviously, anything that's monetary, like, they're going to try to turn a profit on. But getting back to the original story, Joe, like I said, he works part-time at a comic shop a couple of days a week. And he was like, man, my comic shop has all kinds of cool stuff on the wall right now. Let me send you a picture. Sends me a whole bunch of pictures of what they had on the wall. And needless to say, like, I picked out a good, 10 books. Ended up getting quite a bit of stuff from him. He sent this out before I went on vacation, and I went on vacation like 2 weeks ago. I was on call last week. I was on vacation the week before, and I think he sent this out maybe first week of December, last week of November. Tracking number, everything was legit. Like, the transaction was as good as could be expected from any seller. And like, I had a destination date of like the following Wednesday, and then all of a sudden your package is going to take longer than expected, and they wouldn't give me any date. And that continued until finally I went ahead and said, hey, start sending me text updates on where the progress is with my package. And once I did that, then it seemed like they got on the ball, and now my package arrives like 2 days after I did that. Alright. Should be 10 books altogether. Like I said, some are more major than others. I would still consider them all somewhat keys. Whether they're, super big keys or not. I mean, that's kind of whatever you determine, but nice painter's tape. Gotta appreciate that. But hopefully in the future I'll get to do business with Joe again, because man, this guy, I ain't never seen somebody go above and beyond for somebody that they don't know. And I don't know him from can of paint. Like, honestly, it wasn't that we had dealings in the past, or had we even really chatted on any of the groups that we're involved with, because I think we're in a couple of the same groups. But I don't know, man. He's a self-proclaimed comic realtor. That's what he told me. He said he just likes helping out the community and helping put the right books in the right people's hands. So if you're looking for something, he tries to find it for you and help you out. I was like, I can appreciate that, because scouring the local comic shops here, they get picked over pretty easy. I mean, there's a lot of comic shops around us. Well, not a lot. There's like 3 reputable shops around us, and the same people shop all those shops. So yeah, it is what it is. Let's see. First one, Runaways #1. A little minor key there. Some first appearances, and it is minty. I would say this is probably going to be a 9.6 to a 9.8. That one might get shipped off. All of these in here, if they come back as good as what the photos looked, honestly, all of them might get shipped off. Let's see. That one looks good too, man. Damn, these are nice books. Daredevil #9, First Echo. I think they just cast this this character, so that's always a good sign. Like I said, nice condition. Obviously, all these are subjective to me actually taking them out of the bag and looking at them. Hold on a second. There we go. Somebody's trying to call while I'm filming. Annihilation Conquest. So that's kind of been a little hot book. I don't know if I'll send that one off, because I think that's kind of more spec right now. And this one I might not send off, just because, and even, I just don't have a lot of luck with books that were made from like 1988 to like 1995. That little range right there, I can send a book in and I can be like, oh man, this is a 9.8 contender, and they'll come back at 9.2. And I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? That makes absolutely no sense. They did me that way with my Omega Red first appearance. They did me that way with ASM First Cletus Cassidy. Man, I had 4 copies of it. I sent my best 2 copies, is what I felt like. They didn't have any spine ticks. The corners were sharp. I don't know if it's the color of the cover that kind of throws them off and makes them feel like it's maybe not what it is, but man, they came back 9.2s. Man, that's a beautiful book. There's literally not a spine tick on here. I really hope that one comes back in 9.8. Vengeance #1. I think that's #1. Yeah, 1 of 6. This is America Chavez, first appearance. I was stoked to get that. I've been searching for that one for a while. And you guys all know this one. Ultimate Fallout 4 second print. Crazy story is, could have had this book probably, I don't know, 4 months before it got hot for like $30. Like, it's set in one of my comic shops. But it had a couple spine ticks and I didn't want to bounce on it. This one is perfect. Like, it don't have any spine ticks. The corners are sharp. Maybe a little bit of rubbing on the paint on the front. I have to check that one. But I wouldn't mind sending that one off to be graded also. And we got one more. He was nice enough to send everything in Gemini sorters with inside of a flat rate box. And I mean, you guys seen bubble wrap all around it and everything. But yeah, man, I think that that Vengeance #1 is gonna be a hot book. That Echo actually might go up in value too. The crazy thing about collecting keys for me is, like, it really don't matter if they're going up in value or not. Like, I like chasing hot books. I like chasing first appearances. But if it's a $100 book that I spent $20 on and 6 years from now it's worth $5, I don't really care, because I don't plan on selling any of this stuff anyways. So it's cool and fun to, you know, get caught up in the hype, but at the end of the day, like, I could really care less, because I don't trade or sell any books. Not saying I'm not opposed to trading, especially if I can come up on a couple copies and maybe get one that's graded in the grade that I would like. If I had a couple extra copies that were raw or even in a lower grade, yeah, sure, I'd trade them all. You know, why not? Especially if it's for a book that I'm chasing. I don't know what's going on with this. Okay, that's cool. Threw in a little freebie in there. I already got that, but we threw that one in, and on the back, DC Future State. Like I said, I got both of those already, but free books are free books. Now, this one, I already have a copy or two of this one. It's the First Cho Amazing Fantasy 15. I actually think this might be a nicer copy than mine. I still would put this one at maybe a 9.4. But for the price point, I thought that was pretty fair. I might be able to get a 9.6 with a press. Hell, maybe even a 9.8 if I'm lucky. This one I have in a 9.6. I don't know. I can't tell if it would be a 9.6 or a 9.8. Another ASM 361 super hot book. And oh, this is what kicked off our conversation. I've been searching for this book in good grade for a while, and he had a couple copies. One is in way higher grade quality than the other, and the other one's not so much. The one that's in higher grade, it might be a 9.4, maybe a 9.6 candidate. The other one has quite a few spine ticks, some color rub, but he priced it accordingly. I can't remember what he charged for the cheap one. I don't know. I really can't. But either way, I was super stoked to get this book. This book and Young Avengers #1 have been two on my hit list for a while now, and I'm getting to the point where I feel like I can't buy books off of eBay any longer. The last big purchase that I had was first Spider-Gwen, and I paid fair market value for it. I'm not gonna kid you, and I think it's a 9.8 contender. The only caveat to that is you have to pay tax on whatever it is. At least in my state, I don't know if it's world or I don't know if it's in every single state. Is the way that eBay's doing it now. But in Tennessee, you have to pay sales tax on goods that you buy offline, specifically eBay. You do, and man, like I spent what I wanted on the book, or what I felt like it was a fair price, and then I ended up getting taxed like $40-$50 extra. And I'm like, well, this kind of sucks, because now I feel like I've really overpaid for the book, because you kind of got to equate for that when you're figuring up how much to pay for something. So I don't know if I'll be buying a lot of stuff off eBay unless it's fillers. And that's the problem that I kept running into with the Marvel Point 1 Kamala Khan first appearance. And for that matter, the Young Avengers, which I did get that one off eBay because I got it for a really good deal. And I really feel like it is a 9.6, 9.8 contender. And I do want to send it off to be graded. So we'll press it up and see what it looks like. These ones, like I said, one will be gradable. The other one, I might grade it just for the hell of it, but it'll be on down the road. I got plenty of other stuff that I would like to get graded way beforehand. But that's the unboxing, guys. Tell me how you think I did. Obviously, there's some hot books in there. There's some that people might not really care at all about. I know some people like Omega Red, some people don't. Some people think it's overhyped. I didn't have one. I wanted one. Now I got one, and I paid about what they're going for. I think I paid like $20 for it, so it kind of is what it is. The Miles Morales second print, obviously I got the first print. I got a couple copies of the first print, and then I have the Pacelli, I don't know if that was the second or third print. I think it's second print Pacelli variant. I had that one already graded, I think in a 9.6, and I bought it already graded off of what was that, Sinbad Comics Facebook group. So it would be kind of nice to have this one to kind of go in the collection with them, and it's a really nice copy. So, but like I said, thanks for watching, guys. If you don't mind, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, we'll probably be doing a video pretty soon, just kind of going over what exactly I'm sending off to CGC. I won't be doing any unboxing videos because I guess CGC is extremely backed up right now. So whatever I send off in the next couple weeks, we're not going to see them back anytime soon. But I do want to do a video and kind of go over what exactly I'm sending off, so we can kind of, that way maybe I can gauge, hey, I thought this was a 9.6, because it's so hard to remember by the time they actually come back to you. But hit that subscribe button, hit that like. Till next time, peace, guys.